Hey, it's Rishi. I'm often asked, how do I season meat? What spices do I use and how do I prepare it? Let me show you how. Episode 2, Meat Prep. So, tip 1, use your sink. Keep all your mess in the sink. So, in here, I've got some lamb chops in the packet. I'm going to take it out of the packet and put it into a bowl. All right, so now that it's in the bowl, I'm going to wash it with some regular cold water to take out some of the those juices and some of those funky business. The main point here about washing it in water is to take out some of that smell, that bad smell, and clean it from some of those juices, so you just get a much better flavor, cleaner tasting meat. I'm gonna do it one more time. Now I'm gonna rinse it with salt. The point of the salt here is really just to, sometimes meat has that sort of a high smell and it just seems a bit funky. It's fresh, it's clean, it's good meat, but it just has a bit of a smell. Well, this helps to clean it up. In Trinidad, a lot of people would wash it with lime. A lot of people will use flour. I think a brine mix or salt and water works really well because with chicken, lime, you can get a high smell of the chicken. With flour, it's kind of gunky, but salt, and my uncle taught me this, salt mixed with the water, it's really a very, very good option. So just some salt. Then we drain it. And then one more time. And then drain it. And then a final rinse with water. All right, so here's the funky part now. I'm gonna take this from this bowl and I'm gonna transfer it into another bowl and I'm gonna dry the meat first. So I'm just gonna use some paper towels. I'm just gonna dry up the meat. The point here is just to soak up all that excess water so that you don't dilute the seasoning. Okay, now I'm gonna add some salt, black pepper, about a tablespoon of chopped garlic, about 3 tablespoons of green seasoning, I'm going to add some lemon juice, and I'm going to add olive oil. Now, all good marinades call for some sort of liquid, so that's where the lemon juice and the oil comes in, and the oil just really helps it to for the seasoning to stick to the meat and really to have the flavors permeate into the meat. Now we mix. I can tell you about times in Seattle when I used to live there. After an evening of going out for drinks, if we had a barbecue the next day, my buddy Prasad would always insist that we prepare the meat the day before. He always says, "Bro, that's where you get the flavor, man." And he always says, "Man, that's how you really get it." And he used to, when he was always seasoning the lamb, he used to sort of really like massage the meat to get all the flavors in. And my buddy Phil used to always say, "You've got to maximize the flavor." So after a good mix and getting the meat evenly coated with all the season. You can now cover it with plastic wrap and you can put it into the fridge. It's best for about 12 hours. That usually works really well. But it can also go up to about 36 hours. And the longer you leave it into the fridge, the more time it has to marinate. So the better the flavors will be and the more pronounced the flavors will be. So my preference is about 36 hours, but overnight is also very good. All right, guys, so there you have it. This recipe works really well for meat and for seafood. So chicken, lamb, goat, shrimp, fish. The suggestion for seafood is that you don't prepare it overnight. Just a few hours before you cook it is just fine. And that's because the lime in the seasoning will actually cook the shrimp or the fish. So there you have it, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching and see you next time. Cheers. Bye-bye.